Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. Let's talk to our little girl here.
Oh, hello again. We're both managing quite well, aren't we? But I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him?
Yeah, I found him. He was down in Blighttown.
Really? Then I must be off. I'm sorry he's caused you trouble. He has a knack for that. If you just stay put. Really?
Okay, that's it for her. Griggs. What does he have to say?
Oh, there you are. Just so you know, Master Logan has left on his own again. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal archives in Londo. I intend to search for him. Only before I leave, there is one thing I wish to do. You see, Master Logan has left most of his books. With them, I could teach you Logan's sorcery. You have done much to assist me. Before I leave on this journey, I will teach you all that Logan has to share. Oh, hello. Then let us, as promised, I shall...
He will sell these two spells. Once you've bought everything from him, he'll
Goodbye then. Do
go into
stay...
Sense Fortress and meet his end. So, this episode, we've got one goal in mind, and that's plus 15. Plus 15 weapon. Oh look, we didn't buff ourselves. That's kind of annoying. Transient curses. There we are. Put it on a hot bar because when it wears off, you can actually see it. I don't know why, but they don't include like a status effect symbol like we have in the top corner there, under our stamina bar. But since we're here, we can give this a very large magic ember to a Rickert.
Hey, hang on. That's a sorcery ember, isn't it? Yes, it certainly is. First I've seen since my banishment from Vinheim. What do you say, friend? Mind giving that to me? This is no man's land. I'm the only one who could handle it anyway.
Here you go.
Yes, as you should. I won't disappoint you. I'm taskless no longer.
And you can reinforce our weapon. You can reinforce weapons to plus 15, plus 10 magic now, which will allow us to get a trophy. We also have this here, which is enchanted, which since we have the equipment for it, blue Titanite Slab. You can pick one up in the crystal caves by following that bending invisible path. The moonlight butterflies have a super rare chance of dropping them, and there's also one in the DLC which is fairly easy to find, but we're going to use it on the enchanted one, and we'll probably get the magic plus 10 in New Game Plus, so we'll do that and we will get a trophy for our trouble. There we go, Enchanted Weapon. Now, what should we turn into mag? You know what? We'll do this later. We'll do this later. I just wanted to get one trophy because it's been a while. Actually, no, it hasn't been a while. We got thieves, the trophy for killing thief. Now, there's a guy over there. We know who that guy. I know who that guy is. You know, he was very fond of Firelink Shrine, and then that serpent moved in, and now he can't stand the smell. So he came down here to become a dark wraith, But he lost his way and he became hollow. So the crestfallen warrior is dead. Also, if you try and attack him whilst he's got his shield up, he'll just parry like he just did to me. Why did I do that? I just fucked up and I did the same mistake twice. There we go. Nicely done, boy. Now, what ring do we have? That sounds good to me. So this area full of ghosts. Not a fan. But we did come here early game and had no trouble killing them. These ones aren't too bad. It's just when they're in large numbers is when it becomes a bit of an issue. This room might be a pain. Luckily I somewhat know what I'm doing. Over there's a parrying dagger, we don't need that. Around the corner is more cursed transient curses. I'll get this consumable soul though. So you can come in here like early game, and it is, you know, for new players it is a bit of a challenge, but it is entirely possible to just run in and grab a few items like a green Titanite shard or what have you. There we go. Use Wrath of God because it makes life easy, and we can climb this ladder with ease as well. Well, I say with ease, but unfortunately this fucker's still up here. Unfortunately you can't have trouble killing what's above you, but they don't follow you up the ladder thankfully. Now this guy is where we're going to find our last spell.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
Now, if you have the Lord Vessel, he'll just straight up give you, but if you come here before the Lord Vessel, the only way to get down into lower New Londo is to kill him for his seal, which will count as a sin. But if you're trying to get here early, you're probably joining the Dark Grave Covenant. So
the four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable. Hello there. What is it? The key to the seal is now in your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
okay, so you can actually break our curse, and if we get cursed, it gives us a message on screen saying, "Seek the healer in New Londo." But he also sells a spell called Resist Curse, and this should be the last. Yeah, there you go. Wisdom of a Sage. So we don't need any of the DLC items to get platinum, which is fantastic. He also sells more transient curses, which ghosts have an uncommon drop rate for, so we shouldn't need any. Keyword shouldn't. Alright, now we've got the key to the seal, we can make our way down. And we have access, we can now unlock the next rank of our weapon upgrades. Green Titanite Shard, it's free, so I might as well grab it. Not only the ghosts, do run around a lot, so. Also up here you do get a composite bow, which is actually has the shortest range, but it does decent damage. Pretty much a short range bow. Structure does not move. That's because we need to unlock this gate and pull that lever there. Drains all the water from New Londo, allowing us to traverse the lower parts of it. Now, unfortunately, there's some enemies here that can drop good stuff, so we're going to have to switch our rings out. And for the hell of it, pop these 4 and one of these. Oh yeah, that gate takes us to the Valley of the Drakes, which is a pretty nice little thing. Like, it's funny, like how such a seemingly like pointless area has like free, like a shortcut to free areas. Or it connects to it connects to 4 areas: Firelink, Blighttown, New Londo, in 2 different ways, because it links to Firelink through Blighttown. Well, that dark hand effect is a bit different. Now these guys, it's what you hey, look at that dark hand, and that's actually a unique weapon that we need to get for our for the Knight's Honor trophy. I mean, you could get it for joining the Darkgrave Covenant, which we would have been doing in New Game Plus. But that's beside the point. So yeah, they drop chunks, they can drop their dark hands, which, you need. And more importantly, they can drop slabs. Now, there is a guaranteed slab over by the Stray Demon, which we haven't actually killed yet. There's also one in the DLC near Calamite, which, you can run in, suicide, and get. And there should be really I should have gotten one in the Great Hollow when I killed them crystal lizards, but unfortunately I didn't. Or maybe missed the all the crystal. Maybe there's still a crystal lizard left in the Great Hollow. I don't know. But there's also one more that we can get for correctly beating Siegmeyer's quest line. Unfortunately, it can be like the final step is a bit fucking like can be a bit annoying to do, so we'll see how that plays out when we get to it. And also these have a ultra rare, really rare drop rate for it. It's like farming for those Ears of Reprisal that were in Dark Souls 3, except these... You don't need to collect 30, but you don't need to collect 30 of these to get Platinum Trophy, so it's not too bad. Nice block. Obviously, once we get a plus 15 weapon, or plus 14 even, we can really do some damage with these. Oh wow, he's moving pretty quick. I've never seen him move that quick before. Now this pile of gunge actually has the ability to spawn wisps. So we now know the origin of those floating exploding skulls. We don't see any in the depths, but they're in the depths. Oh, not depths. The fucking in Blighttown. No, Ash. What are you doing? In catacombs, I should say. You keep seeing a load of these wisps floating around, exploding. There we go. Floating around and exploding all over the place. But you don't see where they come from. I think they like just spawn at, like off screen and fly in, kind of like the bugs that constantly annoy you in Blighttown. But that's just what I think. Now, this is why we came here. We can actually see this chest from when we first enter New Londo, but we can't get to it because of the flood. But very large Ember. This Ember will take our weapons from plus 10 to plus 15 with use of a Titanite chunks and a slab. It's the final upgrade path. And we're going to be using it on our side sword here. Gives us a nice scaling, because the moment weapon, it's got E in strength, B in dex. We'll go up to an A in dex, and once we pump up the dex a bit more, we will be seeing a lot of damage. And we can probably end up stabbing these in one hit rather than doing a backstab and a parry. Like that. Visible wall. This fucking idiot. Okay, I'm gonna back up because if since they have a ragdoll physics on their corpses, they could easily just get knocked into the drink, and you if they drop anything, you won't be able to get it. And you don't want to be sat there wondering, you know, was that the slab? That wasn't, that was a chunk, but hey, chunks are still good. You get all your armor to plus 9, you can get all made like crystal weapons to plus 4. And lightning weapons as well. Lightning weapons require Titanite slabs. Okay, red eye orb. In case you're not part of the Covenant, you can get more red eye orbs here. Oh yeah, that attack will drain humanity out of you, so try and avoid getting grabbed. No, don't use a transient curse, guy. God damn it, Ash. Hey, look at that, you have no bottom texture. I'm stuck inside him. Oh yeah, now I'm just behind him. It's not too bad. They don't drop anything, they just drop a load of souls. And they only spawn once, so once you kill them, that's it. Also, something to point out is you can't have Power Within and Transient Curse at the same time. Bit of a bummer, but it's the law of the jungle, I guess. And the last guy didn't drop anything. Now, if we look at our thing, we've got 12 chunks, which is plenty. It's plenty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to homeward out of here. And we're going to get ourselves a Titanite Slab. Now, funny, this is like the third time I've returned to the Undead Asylum, which is pretty bad. Like I really shouldn't have taken this much time to get here. But here we are. Do something now. This is bottomless box. Okay, we got 12 of them. That's not too bad. Something I want to show off real quick before we fight the boss. So if we go here, we actually drop Xanthus Crown, quit out,
Give me.
he'll drop a ring. of favour and protection. So you can get 2 of these rings per playthrough. So if you, for some reason, take off yours by accident or break it, it will. It's salvageable. You can fix it. It doesn't matter. Wow, I took a lot of fall damage. Nice lingering hitbox on that ground ass plant. Like how hitboxes aren't. Come on. There we go. And he drops the Titanite Slab. Which makes life easy. And 20,000 souls, which also makes life easy. Can be fought fairly easy in the fairly early in the game. Now that we have what we need, we can go back to what the hell? We can go back to the Undead Parish. There we are. Turn in our little weapon here. Turn in our embers and upgrade our weapon to its max potential. And we still haven't upgraded our Estus yet, which I'll do. I don't worry about it. I will do it. Now if we just look at this description, very large ember. Ember required for weapon ascension. Huge ember of highest quality, handled by blacksmiths of Astoria. Ascension for +10 standard weapons. Allows reinforcements +15, on par with the greatest weapons of legend.
Well, I'll be. That's a brilliant ember you've got there. For all my years in the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that.
Here you go.
Well, thank you mightily for that. Now, just leave the rest to me. Andre of Astoria gets the job done. You shall see.
Okay, and now we can modify our weapon. Boulder Side Sword. Reinforce it. As you can see, our damage goes up and scaling goes up significantly quicker. You know, by +14 we get 8 scaling, and finally +15, 200 base damage +69 scaling from Dex, and that's it.
Don't get yourself killed.
Strongest weapon.
Neither of us want to see you go.
Yeah, neither of us want to see that. We've got 269 for our damage. Since we've got 8 scaling, and our Dex is still relatively low. Like, we've only got 4 points above the minimum. So every time, I mean, look at that jump. 69, 77. That's what? 8 points. That's an 8-point improvement. It's like ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now we can get another Titanite Slab. First I want to kill a few enemies, level up again and reinforce this Estus flask because I keep forgetting. But now that it's like actively in my head. Come on, game. Do that to me, please. Luckily we've got a merchant here that can sell shit. And he's awake. Good.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it the beings who as the let that
Fuck it, whatever. Feed item. Get rid of all these. Fucking hell, Penstone fair. They give you a fair bit. So do Divine Blessings. I like how anything related to Steve gets a 1 soul value. Kind of outlines the fact that Steve hates him. Or Frampt hates Steve, I should say. God, even Roy has a scaling index. That's pretty good. Yeah, if it's got crystal infusing as well, it also gets a soul value of 1. It's a nice little detail.
farewell?
That'll do it. Yeah, so damn weapon scaling has jumped up quite a significant amount.